Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to today's video. I haven't done one for a while. Life gets a little hectic just before Christmas Day, and Christmas is Christmas with family. So I thought I'd give you an update on what I've been up to. So just before Christmas, the reason it's hectic is I volunteer to do gift wrapping for a charity in our local shopping centre. And that's a lot of fun, but I did do Christmas Eve, and that was hard work. You do not stop. There's just queues of people waiting to have their gift wrap, but the joy of it is we do raise a lot of money for our local hospital because it's for the hospital foundation, and this year they are fundraising for an extra ultrasound for maternity, I think. That's where they need it. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Before my Christmas Eve gift shopping, I caught up with Doreen and Emma, and we had coffee and drinks and cake. And Emma went off shopping with her Omis, her great-grandmother and her grandmother, who were over from Germany. And Doreen and I had a bit of look around, and she found some gifts for Emma. And then she brought them to the gift wrapping station when I started, and I wrapped them. And there is a photo. I'll try and post it at the end of this video of me wrapping, or what I wrapped. And if you check out my Facebook page, you will see a short video of Emma with one of her gifts. It's amazing how far she's come in the last 4 years that I've known her, sitting there watching her gift. It was really lovely. So I hope you had a lovely Christmas and great time with your family. Mine was fairly quiet. We just do a quiet family Christmas. I did the traditional turkey dinner, lunch for Christmas Day. We've done it for a number of years, and especially important this year because I was watching a news program where our local turkey farmers are suffering because of the drought and the fires. One guy had to destroy half his stock because he couldn't hand feed them. So yes, we bought turkey. They did say the turkeys would be leaner this year, and it definitely was leaner but enjoyable. And we supported our local farmers. It's the only time of year we eat turkey. I'm not sure if I said that. And I didn't right up for about 3 weeks. My very expensive oven had died, and I've been waiting for it to be repaired. And the part arrived, and it was repaired Christmas Eve morning. So I didn't do a lot of baking, and I had to come up with plan B for dessert. And this year I made a passion fruit semi-freddo. First time ever I used my homegrown passion fruits. It was a hit. My son keeps asking for another one. So the semi-freddo in the tropics was perfect for dessert. And then we just sat around and enjoyed each other's company for family. My eldest son in the UK, we normally speak to him by video on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day from France. But this year we didn't get to talk to him till Boxing Day because he was travelling in Paris once he left the UK, and there are strikes and the metro was packed, jammed tight. He was catching a train to where he was staying, and he had his passport pickpocketed. They did try to get his wallet, but they dropped it, and he managed to grab that. But they got his passport. So he'd spent a couple of days online and phone calling, sorting out documentation to get back into England so he can go back to work early January. It's all sorted. It did cost 100 English pounds, and he does have a 2-hour train trip to Marseille to pick it up, but it's sorted. But yeah, 10 years of travelling to Paris and France, and it's the first time he's been caught and got pickpocketed. But he did say they are jam-packing the trains because of the strikes, and there aren't that many. But it was lovely talking to him. He was like 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and we were like 37 Celsius, which is close to 100 Fahrenheit. He was in a polo. We were in air conditioning, thank God. And as you can see today, I'm in here. It's a lazy pajama day. Hubby's next door watching the cricket. The Boxing Day Test cricket between Australia and New Zealand. I know some people like cricket, but me, I would rather watch grass grow or paint dry. But hubby hasn't been well since like late Christmas Day. He's been feeling off, quite giddy. I've had to drive him around the last few days. Took him to the doctor yesterday. We're waiting on results of blood tests. But the doctor did reassure he doesn't think it's anything serious. But yeah, he can't really do much because every time he stands up, he feels like he's going to faint. I don't know if that's an excuse so I can sit around and watch the cricket. Ugh, cricket season. Boring. So yeah, I may do some baking today, seeing as my oven is fixed and I'm quite keen. I have been crocheting a bit. Prior to Christmas, we did have a pilot strike and a baggage handler strike. So that doesn't really affect like Brisbane, Sydney, other than travel, which is really bad. But for mail, for us, it affects our mail badly. And we did not get a lot of mail prior to Christmas. But to save the day, on Christmas Eve, when my hubby checked the mailbox, I did get some mail. First of all, I got a lovely card from Rosie M at known as Stitching Lounge. It has a lovely message in it, and yeah, I really like watching Rosie's Stitching Lounge. It might be flaring a bit in this light. It's poor light in here. I've told them they're not to send me to the dungeon, but they do when the cricket's on. So yeah, that came through, and that was lovely. Joy to you and yours. And boy, I would love to be there right now. It is so hot here. But then I guess if you're in the snow, you'd rather be where I am. And then I got the most amazing surprise gift from a subscriber, Colleen, who lives in South Australia. Colleen and I were yarn swap buddies in 2018. She was the first person I ever did a yarn swap with. I've only done one other, but yeah, Colleen and I made a connection. She made me this. It's always with me. The gift. I got this lovely project bag. She sent me a gift via, they've only got a small logo on the bag. It's a calico bag. Yarn Me Calm, which is a company in Melbourne. She sent it online via them. And inside the project bag was Lion Brand Kaboo cotton. I have never had this. I have never tried it. It's beautiful. It's lovely and soft, and it's in my favorite color. It's 50% acrylic and 50% rayon from bamboo. I need new glasses. I'm going blind. But yes, I can't wait to try that. But I want it to be a special project because orange is my house colors and I want to make it for myself. So there was that in there. Then there was this amazing tin. Elegant Lady. A little tin. It's gorgeous. Yes, I do look like that on a good day. Joke. And inside were stitch markers. And I need quite a few stitch markers at the moment because of something I'm doing. So that is awesome. Doesn't end there. Inside was this little gift bag. Inside the gift bag, well, I've never seen these, and I'm going to try them today. Vintage stitch markers. There's so many in there, I'm frightened to take one out in case I drop them all and have 52 stitch marker pickup. Can you see those? Vintage stitch markers. I think they're awesome. In a lovely little case. Oh, see, I told you if I open them, I would probably drop them all everywhere. Screw that back on tight. Also, there was a button, and I really like this button. On the button, it says, "Be someone's rainbow." It's a wooden button. I'm going to stitch that to my bag. I have started. I had a loops badge, and I got the Canadian Cottages Canada flag badge, and I've put those on there, and I am actually going to sew this on there, and it will always remind me of Colleen. Not that I need a reminder. We've become quite, we made quite a good connection on YouTube through our Yarny channels, and it's nice. And she's in South Australia. She's in the same country. So that was from Colleen. That was the business card, Yarn Me Calm. I had heard of them, but I've never checked their website out. Maybe in the future I will. But yeah, that was a most amazing surprise, lovely gift from a subscriber, Colleen. The subscribers I sent gifts to with relief. Janet in New York got her. She sent me a photo. She's given me permission to use the photo, so I might add it to the end to show you what I sent her, because I did send her something a little unique, an Aboriginal hand-painted silk scarf. And thank God my ice yarn arrived in Canada. When I did the order for my Tea Cozy Make-Along, Madonna Ballard got hers in 2 days, but Karen in Canada, it took almost a month. But she sent me a lovely email saying she got it just before Christmas, so that was really nice. So I've heard from the people I've sent happy mail out to. Llama Mama showed the bag I bought for her, and yeah, it's been good. I've been watching a few videos with headphones in the lounge while they're watching the cricket. But yeah, I'd say I've really enjoyed watching Llama Mama Kayla's advent calendar with little Phoebe getting her treats, the different stockings, and the beautiful cards people have sent to her, and her interpretations of reading of Luke. It's been really enjoyable. I hope she does something similar next year. So that was my Christmas Eve. I was pretty tired Christmas Eve, and I was really fortunate. My husband cleaned house and my son cooked dinner. We had a bit of a strange Christmas Eve, according to Dory, because my son did an authentic Indian curry night. We had curry and poppadoms and naan bread. But hey, Christmas Eve is about doing whatever you want with your family, and it was fun. And he enjoyed cooking it, and I enjoyed having the night off. So that was that. So then came Christmas, what we do over Christmas. And there were a couple of cows started that I joined. So the first one was I am doing the Ice Yarn 2020 challenge. No, I wasn't tagged. I'm just tagging along. Now, I don't have a full pack of ice yarn that I want to use for the challenge. I have 2 full packs and they're put aside for a special project. But I do have a couple of skeins of Magic Glitz ice yarn. It's a 3-weight, multicolored. I don't think they put this is 95% acrylic, 5% lurex. Now, I believe the 2020 challenge can be any yarn, but it started out as the ice yarn challenge, and I had nothing earmarked for this yarn. I have 2 skeins of it. I have started something. It's supposed to be a wearable. I watched Krista from The Secret Yarnery who said a wearable. I watched Creative Grandma who said a cowl or a scarf. Well, it's the tropics here in summer, and I don't know if I'll do a cowl or a scarf, but I'm doing a wearable. I know what it is. It depends on what it grows in. There is a lot of meterage in these skeins. There is, where is it? I think it's about 360 meters. I don't know what that is in yards, but it's a lot. I know one of those will make like a shawlette. Now, I've started using it. I won't show you the whip, but I'll tell you what, this yarn is amazing. It's soft, it doesn't split, it's easy to frog even with the lurex in there. I am enjoying using that. So I have 2 skeins of that, because as I said, I split up ice yarns to send to subscribers, and I kept a couple myself. Then that was one cowl I ever started, and then the next one was Bob Wilson 123. Claire did her Christmas Eve cowl, and I started at Christmas Eve. It's a bag. Now, I thought I brought a sample in of what I was doing, but I didn't. It's bobble stitch. Now, the bobble stitch, for some reason, really hurts my hands when I do it for a long time. I've done 2, and I'm on my 3rd square. I think you need 5 squares for her cowl. For the cowls and everything, I'll put them in the description below, a link. I am using Spotlight Super Saver USA style yarn. I have quite a bit of this. Now, I'm not using the same colours as hers because I didn't want to go out and buy yarn, but I did buy one type of yarn because this is what it used to look like. It's quite soft, and there are 312 metres in that. And then when I went to Spotlight for something else for Christmas, I discovered they are now selling Spotlight Super Saver prints. I'm not using this colour in the cowl, but I did buy another colour because I thought, and it is really soft. They've changed the labelling, and even though it's the same price, it's in fact 60 cents dearer, they've also reduced the meterage, the 238 metres. But it's nice, but all of them are that size now. They've just, even the plain ones, but I bought some of those. I don't mind this yarn. It's a 4-way. This new yarn is lovely and soft. This is soft, but this is beautiful. So that's what I'm doing my Bob Wilson 1, 2, 3 Christmas Eve cowl. I made my first square Christmas Eve. I made my second one Christmas night. And my third one I started Boxing Day, but then my hands started to ache, so I gave it a break. So that was my cows. And today, because I'm going to share with you a few of my Christmas gifts. Now, one of the things I did have an Amazon Australia wish list all year, and before we decided to buy local, my husband actually bought me some things online for Christmas that were crafty. I'll share them with you because I really like them. First of all, I got a colour wheel. This saves me ringing my graphic designer son at work and asking him about colour combinations. I'm not quite sure how they work. I'm going to have to get my son to show me. But I got a colour wheel, which is handy for a crafter. But one of the things I forgot was on there was this. Now, it's like tapestry. It's lovely and solidly made. It's Tio May brand, and it is a hook case and notions case. I've put my second lot of new Amazon clover hooks that I bought from the link through Krista's Secret Yarnery when they were on special. Put some stitch markers. I've got some more hooks over there. I'm slowly filling it up, but it rolls up and it's lovely, and I forgot it was on there, and I really like it. So that was a Christmas present from my husband, along with, I'll try and take a photo of one and show you. They are 4 mega drawers, stacks of 4. And he bought me 3 stacks because I don't have a craft room. I have quite a large bedroom, and in the corner against one wall there's all my crafty stuff in different tubs and things. And he bought me 3 sets of these, and in comes Baxter. Hello. I have to shut the door. I didn't shut the door well, did I, buddy? What's the matter? Sorry, guys. My dog just decided to visit. Do you want to say hello? You want to say hello? Want to come and say hello? Oh, he's a big boy. Baxter hasn't been well. Say hello. He's a bit nervous. He hasn't been well either because he looks grey. He's actually white. But the pigment under his skin went totally black all over. And we took him to the vet, and I was really worried because there is a serious thyroid disease that causes that, but it's not. It was an allergy in the garden, and he's been on these allergy tablets, and he's slowly going back, like pinky colour, his skin. But yeah, his skin pigment went black under his white fur. Because I kept saying, God, he looks sturdy, but he wasn't. That's when we realised he rolled over and his belly was black. So yeah, you changed colour, didn't you, buddy? Anyway, back to the video before the dog decided to interrupt. And now he's going to want to go out because he said hello. You want to go back out, don't you? Excuse me, folks. Go on. Go and see Dad. Go on. Never work with children or animals. They can't make up their mind. So, yeah, poor Baxter. He was well. His skin was black. and the vet said it's an allergy in the garden and I can't work out what it is, but he's coming good. It could be that we finally got rain, massive amount of rain on Christmas night, the Christmas day at night. We got our first big wet season storm. I did try to take a video. I'm not sure it's great. I may add it to the end of this. But yeah, lots of thundering and lightning and lots of rain. So the fire threat for us, because we've had storms for the last 4 days, is really low. And that's a relief, because I really feel for Claire at Bob Wilson 123. She's in an area where it's quite risky, and I think it causes quite a lot of anxiety for people. I know I was getting anxious, so I'm thinking of them, because we are getting rain. And when we get tropical rain, it stirs up different diseases. That's what the vet said. So he said this course may fix it. If it comes back, we have to investigate more. But yeah, it wasn't thyroid or anything like that. But yeah, poor old Baxter. But the crocodile's gone. He can go swimming. So yes, he's been going to the beach and having lots of swimming. So what else have I been up to? Oh, because of the mega draws that I got, the 4 stacks, I sorted out yesterday my yarn while they were watching the cricket. And I noticed I had a lot of what you call DK in UK and 3-weight, and we call 8-ply yarn. Lots of 1 skeins from different projects. And I was reading it in the email from Janet Lepre. She mentioned a channel I hadn't heard of, and I think it's Ophelia Talks Crochet, and I thought, I've got to check that out. So I went over, and Anna, I think it's Anna or Anya, is doing a stash busting V-stitch blanket, and she's doing it in DK, and she's laid out hundreds, like huge amount of colors, and I decided I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do a big blanket because I don't think I have enough yarn, but I have enough to do 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters charity blanket and use up my DK yarn. But I'm going to follow her color palette the way she's doing it if I've got it. But yeah, 3 cows on the go. I'm pretty keen at the moment, even if my wrist is a bit sore from doing bobble stitch. I did finish some objects that I was determined to get finished because I've been doing them for a while. I finished my blanket, my charity blanket. Now this yarn is what we call 5-ply. It's quite thin. I think you'd say it's a 2-weight where you are. I'm not sure what you'd call it in the UK. This is the Rocky Road stitch from the Bag O' Day tutorial on a baby blanket. And I like this for this really thin yarn because the way it is, it makes it a reasonable thickness because you get the Rocky Road both sides, and it's great for charity blanket here. Now this yarn, Spotlight, we're throwing out $1 a ball, and I bought a bit of it in these 2 colors with the intention of making this blanket. Now I put a bit of a border on it because they have to be a certain size, and I don't think that's the Bag O' Day border. I think she put a really big frilly border, but I hope she doesn't mind. But yes, I finished this charity blanket. It does take a long time to do this stitch because it's 2-sided, but it certainly uses up that 5-ply yarn. I have made one before in green. I think in Yarn Bingo I called it the Green Mile. The beauty of this was I did it in 2 colors. So when I got to the end of the ball, I could start a new color. It wasn't that boring. The Green Mile I felt was really long and boring. Anyway, I finished that. And more importantly, I finished the Sun's blanket. Yay! I finally put the border. It's just a corner to corner, huge cuddle blanket, as I call it. And it's finished in Red Heart Hickory. I need to wash it and probably block it a bit, but yeah, he keeps asking when can he have it, even though it's warm here. But yeah, he wants it on his bed. So there you go. I finally finished it. My biggest project ever. I do have more red heart yarn with blankets planned. It's just whether I wanted to do another corner to corner or something different. I've got to make up my mind. But that was my biggest project in 2019. Just throw it over there. So yes, that's what I've been up to. Doing a few carols, watching television, you don't realise how much time it takes to drive people around who can't drive, because my hubby couldn't drive. He didn't trust himself. Yeah, it took up a lot of time and nothing terribly exciting. We've just been having family time and they've been watching the cricket. Yeah, it'll be over in 5 days. I don't understand a game that takes 5 days. Anyway, hope you guys had a great, lovely Christmas with your families. I hope you received lots of blessings, even kind blessings. If you're alone, you can always reach out online and chat to people in the Yarny community. I'm sure someone will respond. I used to do quite a big orphans Christmas when I worked in the corporate industry for people on their own. I haven't done that for a few years. Someone else took it over when I left. But yeah, looking forward to 2020. Starting to think about 2020, making some notes on what I will do. So guys, if you've been subscribed throughout 2019, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being loyal. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. And I hope you stay with me in 2020. If you're new to the channel, follow my yarn adventures, subscribe for 2020. I never know what I'm going to be doing. I don't make too many plans. Bye for now. Take care of each other and have a crafty day.